I just got paid $2,400 to do an edit. It's supposed to take 48 hours, but it's already turning into a complete mess. I've done hundreds of edits for big clients before, but right now, I have no idea if this one is even doable. And this is our first video with the client. So if this goes wrong, I won't be getting a second chance. In this video, you're gonna see the exact psychological framework I use to handle this pressure. This is the difference between an editor who struggles to charge $500 and one who confidently lands $2,400 projects. We had a pretty good plan. Jacob's building the first version of the edit. His job is simple. Take all the raw footage and turn it into something usable. Everything looked fine at first, until we ran into a problem that would make most editors quit the project. Guys, it is not looking good right now because we've just run into the first problem with this edit. There's 5 hours and 30 minutes of footage, which I told the client that we need to shoot for 2 hours, so we overshot. And so now there's gonna be way too many decisions to choose from when trying to build this story out. So I'm just gonna encourage Jacob. I'm gonna remind him there is a system, there is a method that we use, and hopefully get him on the right track. It looks like she overshot by about 3 hours, is that right?
Yeah.
Good Lord. When we did our kickoff call, she said, do you want me to have a GoPro running at all times just to catch anything that the main camera doesn't catch? So I think it might be that's extending the footage unnaturally.
Yeah, I can't tell that there's a clear multicam section.
Okay. What's best now is to just clearly identify what is definitely not making the final cut. I think that might knock out 90% of the issues with it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Appreciate all that, Josh.
All right, cheers. I think we're good to go, but we don't know yet. We don't know yet. We could still be cooked. I have no idea. Guys, I don't want the other editors to hear this, but I'm about to send out an email to over 4,800 editors on how to land $1,000 plus editing clients without feeling not good enough, even in an oversaturated market. So if you want to get the next one, the link's in the description to the 12 viral editing secrets.
Hey Josh, so at this rate, even with taking on board everything you've suggested to me, it would take like 5 to 7 days realistically. I mean, today's kind of the last day I can dedicate to this, as I've got other deadlines due this week. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to send over to you what I can get done today. You know, I put 100% effort into it.
Oh my gosh, this sucks. Jesus, everything going wrong? Freaking phone's falling out of the pocket too? Well guys, it's 12:38 in the morning. I can't sleep because this just got a lot scarier. If he hands me over like this 4-hour or 3-hour edit, every single day of mine for this week is fully booked. And it's crazy that the one thing that seemed like maybe a tiny bottleneck ended up blowing up to this huge thing. I'm not frustrated with Jacob or anything. It's not his fault and I can tell he's doing his best. Yeah, just send the best thing you can and I'll take it from there. I'm gonna send her an email tonight. We really need this raw footage down because this isn't gonna be a sustainable format. Okay, I might have an idea. Hey Amog, are you available to jump in on an edit? We ran into a huge situation and I would need you to jump in on the rough cut as soon as possible. Thanks.
I think one of the most annoying things that can happen to you is when these files get corrupt because you just can't download them in one shot. So now I have to download each of these videos individually. After a couple of hours of relinking files. Now we finally have the footage down to go. There's 2 hours of footage and we need to bring it down to 20 minutes. So the first step after relinking the files is we clip out the bad parts of every single clip. We then need to tackle the voiceovers. There's about 8 minutes worth of voiceovers. We need to bring those down to maybe 5 to 6 minutes. And then I need to identify what B-roll we can use, because the voiceover needs to be relevant with the B-roll. Like when you say intensive training, you need to show something intensive on the screen. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to send this over to Josh by consolidating the library and sharing it on Google Drive.
All right, downloading the footage right now. Just got this message from Amog that is especially shocking. It's crazy how much is going wrong, even beyond just the video. Amog just lost 2 clients in the same day. Now, I know Amog, he's very good at what he does, so I don't know, man. It almost feels like I've been handed cursed footage. Like, what is going on with this video? But it is kind of crazy because I actually had a client reach out and they're offering a killer bonus. So hopefully he gets the job. All the footage has fully downloaded, and now I feel like what I want to do is I want to try and finish this in 48 hours. Now, I don't know if I can do it because there could be a lot more in this edit that meets the eye that I'm not seeing, but I'm gonna try it. Not bad. Time to get editing. Not gonna lie, guys, I still struggle with procrastination from time to time. There's always that pre-game hesitation that I feel like never fully goes away, even though I know it's like, you know the method, you know the system, it's the same system every time. So why do you procrastinate? It's stupid. I think it's just not knowing what you're about to get into. And I think the feeling, honestly, I think it's good. This forces you into the receptive mindset where it's, okay, I will learn things from this footage that I did not know before. I think that's part of the fun. And you know what else is part of the fun? Killing this absolute loser. Oh God, he's strong. Oh, I'm on 3 hearts. Holy heck, he's strong. Yeah, it's over with. You know what, on that note, I think I'm gonna actually start the edit. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, here goes. So right now, this edit is at 28 minutes, 35 seconds. We gotta figure out how to cut it down. So here is always the question. How much lead up do we need? How much information do we need? How much of this is actually important? I do need to cut fast in certain aspects, but I don't want the audience to feel it. I want to do the least amount to deliver the lesson as possible. So instead of it being 15 seconds, can we do it in 10 seconds without it feeling too rushed? I believe we can. Yeah, let's boost exposure just a tiny tad because we want maximum clarity. Excellent. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, she left room tone? That's perfect. She let the camera continue recording a little bit even after she stopped talking. Now I can hide little mistakes with the audio. The footage is running slow because it hasn't been proxied yet. So I'm gonna need to proxy these overnight and it's gonna run literally 10 times faster. It's gonna be buttery smooth. Okay, so a lot of these shots are looking similar and I want variety. Let's do a zoom in on the feet, draw attention to them. At this point, I would want to be coming from a different angle. So let's figure it out. How about we cut this because it felt like it dragged just a little bit. And so she's gonna be talking about balance and all that stuff. So we're showing her keeping her balance. I'm not just adding it for the sake of it. It actually makes sense with what she's saying. And I get it. There's just so much footage to work with. There's so many options. But a lot of times it's always the simplest choice. It's not the most complex looking B-roll, it's the B-roll that triggers an emotion. Woo! There you go. It triggered an emotional response from me. And just me being observant of that made me realize this is a good clip for the intro. I already have to clear up storage on my computer. I've already run out of space. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Oh, it's because the zip file is still there too. Okay, we got more space now, let's go. I wanna know what are the bounds of what her audience will accept? Because I want to stretch them. They don't like crazy VFX, but if it's simple, minimalist, then I could probably get away with it. I feel like a lot of this can go because she's going to explain it with voiceover. Already, we've cut freaking 30 seconds out of the video, just like that. It's just condensing time. time manipulation. Well, actually, we haven't manipulated time fully yet. Well, we kind of did, but we'll get to more extreme measures later. Okay, gotta figure out what to do with this voiceover. When we say thrown into the deep end, we could probably do this nice shot of just showing all these absolute sharks just going at it. Yeah, because you want to remind them she's at a hardcore gym. I think it could work, but I'll have to sleep on it. All right, guys, I'm getting pretty exhausted. It is 1 in the morning, and I made a promise to myself to not go to bed all late all the time because it's gonna slowly kill me. So today I managed to cut down around 2.5 minutes of footage. And honestly, I'm pretty proud of that. I was about to go to bed and I just got this message from a Moog. He said, "I'm so grateful for this recommendation. I'm going for a generational lock-in." I don't know what that means, but hey, that's amazing. Honestly, guys, the part that's craziest to me about this whole situation is how well the client handled it. She's been so kind, so understanding. She literally said, "Hey, if you need me to cut down the footage because I went over the time that we were supposed to shoot for, I'm happy to cut it down." Of course, we told her, don't do that, we got you, but it's the fact that she was willing to. Some of you guys are working with clients that pay good money, but they don't treat you right. You gotta get the heck out of there. I know it's hard, but you just gotta think for a second. Some of my best opportunities came from leaving at the right time. Train action. We're about to get railed. Good Lord. Let me get off this dang train track. Ain't no way I just heard a train horn. Nah, get me out of here. I forgot how fast these things are. I gotta get out of here. I thought this train was slow. I've seen it a billion times. That thing was slow as a mug. This thing is hauling. Dude, it's so close. And look at all these cars speeding up, trying to make it before this train comes. Oh, shoot. Frick. Not gonna lie, I might walk on the tracks a little bit because this is kind of crazy. Yeah, you got me messed up. Oh my gosh. The moment those gates come down, it's over with. I hear the tracks vibrating. Oh, frick. This was stupid on my part. Stick to editing psychology. This is stupid. All right, now we're good. Oh, what a beautiful sight. I don't know if you can hear me, but they say if you get closer than 10 feet to a train, you get sucked in. So I ain't doing it. Oh, geez, there you go. Bye, buddy. We love you. Absolute cinema. Yo, are those things sizzling? That's crazy. The Joe man. Chill. He's about to delete the whole edit. Wait! Oh, my hand would be absolutely broken if I didn't have vertical mouse. This mouse has helped so much. I'm throwing every strategy in the book trying to figure out this cut. I think it's pretty clever to cut from her successfully kicking him to her doing that move again, and then this time he catches it, just like in the movies. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. But I want to know, do we want to start with these little lighter kicks, and then she does a full kick, and then she gets stopped? Or is it funnier to just go high kick, and then stop? Because I only want to build comedy for that scene. So I gotta figure out which one makes me laugh the most. Is it funnier to have her tired like that? Or is it funnier to just cut to her on the ground? Actually, me just saying that out loud, it sounds funnier to cut to her on the ground. I'm gonna save this for later because it's a useful clip. Tired. I wanna cut into the motion so it seems like a more aggressive kick. Let's try it without. Which one is better? Is it better with rule of threes? Oh, that can work. Hold on. Okay, that actually made me laugh. She's clearly very tired. Maybe we move the clip there, where she's like fully exhausted. Nope, I don't want her getting up, because that shows she recovered pretty quickly. Let's just make the cut imply that she was there for many minutes. If you have enough energy to laugh, you're not too tired. So let's take away the laugh. Let's let this cut linger for a long time, so nobody can say like, oh, you didn't show enough fighting. It's like, let's extend it. All right, it is 2:27 p.m. The video is now at 25 minutes, 51 seconds, which it feels like I've done effectively nothing. But in reality, I'm trying to extend moments so they breathe more. But it's funny because I'll delete 20 seconds and then add back 20 seconds to something else. And it's just like, no progress, but we are making much. I haven't heard from Jacob in a few days, and look what he just texted me. He says he's currently doing a test edit for a pretty big channel, around 400K subscribers, and they're gonna be paying him $600 per edit. So that's just amazing. The other thing I love about this is that he said, he mentioned that my application really stood out to him on YouTube Jobs, which I feel like the wording of that I learned a lot from you. So yeah, it's all in the vault in Elite Editor Academy. That's pretty sick. Wait, why'd he cut there? Oh, so she messed up the wording? I wonder if we can use room tone to hide that. Even though her mouth moves, it's so subtle that I feel like we can get away with it. 99% of our audience is not gonna notice she said a word there, but it didn't show up on the mic. Oh, that's nice. He's got a little progress bar on the ad. Very clever, helps the audience know that, don't worry, this isn't gonna be 10 minutes long. It's funny how that ad is like basically done, because her audience doesn't like a bunch of visuals. Like what? That's crazy. Dang, this video was directed by Quentin Tarantino with all this foot action. Okay, laughter is good for certain moments, but I'm gonna hide the laughter completely. And it's like, oh my gosh, you're taking away her personality. It's like, we can take away some. Okay, chill. We've got plenty of her personality in other parts. The main concern is channels that take away all the personality. They don't let any of it leak in. That's where the problem lies. That's where you become generic and blend in with everybody else. Oh my gosh, that bird. Look how majestic that is. Right here, after she has that realization, the sun brightly shines out, and then this beautiful, majestic bird flies behind her. Like, it almost seems like, what the heck, is this scripted? But no, that's just life. And I love that scene so much. If we can amplify it with the music, it's gonna be a beautiful scene. Oh! Oh! Golly! Oh God, there's so many things that I hate to look at, and this is one of them. Oh. That got me out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. Should I censor that if that's how I felt? Because I feel like Laura may already have a guideline on it that I don't know about. She may always censor stuff like this, but I don't know. It caused such a strong emotion, I feel like you shouldn't cut it out. It is 5:56 p.m. It feels like at this point, if I keep trying to cut things down, I'm gonna ruin the edit, which means it's time to start adding music. You need to be able to get a dopamine hit from your edit without all the extra stuff on it, just the story. And I already can. I feel great watching this. So I can only imagine what's gonna happen when I add the music to it. Today is the day that we add the music. I'm excited. Check it out. We already got our first little thingy. That's gonna be our leitmotif. Every time she injures her foot or gets any sort of injury, we're gonna kick this track in, and it sounds real ominous. We just got another email from the client, and guess what she said? I just finished a video and I wanted to know how much it would cost to take a brief look over it and give me some feedback, please. This is why I tell you guys to not sell edits, you sell outcomes. Because if I was just selling edits, then I would only do the edit and that's all she would ever ask for. But she's asked for paid calls, paid breakdowns. She's now asking for paid written breakdown. I'm telling you guys, it's all about the positioning. Right now, it's 8:14 p.m. You may notice that it's a day late and $1 short. Honestly, guys, today was super busy because we just launched the Elite Client Blueprint, which is gonna help editors a ton. It's already gotten some great results from people. Yeah, that took so much of the day, but it was completely worth it and editors are already loving it. I'm about to lock the heck in. I don't like taking breaks when I'm adding music because then it breaks my immersion. I gotta go make a sandwich, all that crap. Like, no, I like to do it all at once, no interruptions. So let's do it. So I don't want it to be when she dunks her foot because I want that to be a quiet moment. I may have to do it for certain moments, not others. Type beat, add leitmotif to at least 5 total parts of edit. Can't spell for the freaking life of me. All right, let's figure out what's our opener. Yo, get her vocal out. Nah, I've heard all these. Are you kidding me? Oh gosh. Oh my. Oh, finally. Finally, cinema. It's like once you get your first 2 good tracks, you're good to go. Because then things just start working more quickly, I've noticed. Oh. Thank you.
No problem.
So she states the stakes of the challenge. You have 1 week, and then she pivots to, I found this friendly trainer that's really fun. So we need to match that emotional shift. So I'm gonna reverb this out, long boy. We're hitting some dark tones in the Laura Try video, which is kind of sick. Let's move this up a little bit. It's like this little jingle thing I really like, because it indicates a nice, happier shift. We're gonna have to definitely basically remove the human vocal range. Then we need to bump up the bass. Cinema. Yo, low key, this could be a possible recurring thing at the beginning of each edit in the World Series. 12 minutes of battery? Yeah, kill me. This should be all the proof you need to know that you can charge well over $2,000 per edit and not spend hours and days slaving over VFX. It only took me 30 minutes to do all the graphics for this 25-minute video. It is more important to focus on good storytelling and what the audience needs instead of what you have to prove. We are finally done with the edit. I'm gonna schedule an email to Laura, and by the time it sends, the video will already be uploaded, and let's see if she likes it. I'm going to bed. Good night. So Laura just got back to me, and there's a few changes for the edit, which is completely normal. The first 3 projects you do with the client are typically going to be the hardest because you guys still need to get aligned and understanding each other. For example, there's a few rules for the intro that Laura follows that I wasn't aware of. I got the changes done pretty quickly, sent the new version back to Laura, and she was very happy with the final result. Once the video went live, something interesting happened. Once people actually clicked on the video, it performed better than usual. Average view duration was over 8 minutes, which was around 2 minutes higher than normal for the channel. The retention was also way flatter than we expected. But at the same time, YouTube was showing the video to subscribers. They just weren't clicking it as often. So even though the people who clicked were watching longer and enjoying the video more than usual, there were less people entering the video in the first place. And honestly, that messed with me more than I expected, because even though I knew what caused it, when you value your work a lot, you kind of beat yourself up when things go wrong. But then Laura emailed us talking about how she was happy with the retention, the audience response, and how positive the comments were, which made me realize sometimes a video can connect deeply with the people who actually watch it while still underperforming in the feed. Now, I also want to make it clear, you shouldn't constantly look at retention graphs to the point that it drives you insane, because you'll stop making work that's creative and beautiful, And sometimes it can remove the soul from your content. And that's the real lesson here. It's not about everything going smooth. You never run into problems with clients. You never run into problems with the edit. No, you're gonna run into problems, but it's about how you handle them, how you react to them. Are you having fun? Are you enjoying it? Are you experimenting? Do you adapt to change? And all you need to remember is that you just need to make every single edit just a little bit better than the last. Editing for Laura taught me a weird rule. If the edit looks better, her audience can trust her less. So click this next video because I rebuilt Laura's edit and I'll show you exactly what was wrong and how I fixed it.